Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome back to another video. I am like really excited to do this. I tried it once off screen. I loved the result. So now I'm going to do it with you. This is an 8x16 canvas. I have three primary element colors that I'm going to be using that are from this month's Bright Bloom set. This is the ginger flower. Then we have key lime and sky blue. They, along with phthalo turquoise by Golden, anthraquinone blue by Golden, are all mixed with vivid enamel, which comes in the Bright Blooms kit, and polycrylic, water-based polycrylic. The measurement I do is 3 parts of this to 1 part of this. Mix them together, pour them in your little cups, and add your colors. So that takes care of the colors that I'm going to be putting in a puddle. The color I'm putting on the canvas, which is Fluorescent Magenta by Blick, is mixed with just water. So I put a bunch of paint in here and thinned it out with water. That's all that's in there. No Floetrol, nothing. So that takes care of the base. Now, my cell activator I'm going to be using is Floetrol and Violet. Deep Violet from Golden. That's it. 2 things. The paint and the Floetrol. American Floetrol. I have tried both Australian and American Floetrol. They are both working identical for me with my recipe. This here, if you can read the label anymore, is what I'm using for my cell activator mixed with American Floetrol. Measurement is 1 ounce to a half a teaspoon. Okay? And I forgot to mention I'm also using white, which is mixed with the vivid enamel and the polycrylic. I just put some white, I think it was Utrick brand acrylic to color that one. So here's my plan. And like I said, I did this yesterday. It came out so beautiful. I hope it works again. I'm going to put the paint that has just paint and water on the canvas. And I'm going to coat the entire thing with that. I know, very bright, but it will not look like this in the end. I can see you all putting your sunglasses on now. What is she thinking? I am thinking I am tired of the cold and want something bright and cheerful. Okay. Let's put that to the side, and I'm just going to tilt it over the edges a little bit. Just to get some on the sides so I can coat them quickly. You don't need much. Just like that. And I'm going to be tilting too, so I'm not going to worry too much about those right now. So if you're doing this bloom technique and your paints are cracking, it's most likely due to this layer right here being too thick. And what happens is, and I'm going to talk while I lay the colors down. What happens is that, let's say this layer is thicker than the rest of your colors are going to dry first, okay? And then this one is going to continue to dry while those are dry, and they're going to split open. So that's how those cracks happen. So that's why consistency plays a huge part in this. Consistency, I would say, is more important than ingredients even. I mean, it all matters, but in the realm of things. Now I'm just going to pop these air bubbles quick. Or as many as I can. And to the air bubble issue, if you want to avoid those, mix your paints ahead of time. Let it sit overnight. I have a clump in here of something. There we go. Okay. So, this is what I did yesterday. Let's see if it works again. Fingers crossed. I'm going to pour a big puddle right in the center, starting with the white. Well, not too big, but big enough. And I'm going to do one here that's a little bit smaller. And one here. And you can see how the paint is getting a little milkier on the edges. That's just from the enamel hitting the water. Sometimes it'll do that. Kind of make them the same size. All right. So then next I'm going to put down some of the sky blue from Color Art, or I should say the brand is Color Art. It's a Primary Element product. So we have that one. And I'm just going to continue to layer these until I used all 6 colors or 5 colors. Okay. Then I'm going to choose to use the anthraquinone blue. I like to have an equal mix of shiny colors and matte colors. It gives the eye a place to rest, and you need to consider primary elements as a shiny luster, almost metallic-y looking paint. When you use them for anything, you want to have some plain colors mixed in. You don't want to use only those. Well, I mean, you can, but I just think aesthetically speaking, it looks better when you add in a couple of those opaque matte colors. Now this is the key lime, and I love this color. Absolutely love it. It's so fun. So much fun. Especially with that hot magenta background. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the phthalo green, or phthalo turquoise, in the shade of green. Yeah, I hate when that happens. When you do this technique, if you drip like that, sometimes it causes problems because it'll stay in the final picture And, you know, I can make a beautiful area here that I now have to tilt off because that will bother me. I mean, you don't have to tilt it, but I do. And then this is the ginger flower. So again, that Bright Blooms kit comes with enamel to do blooms versus polypore like it usually does. So if you ever wanted to try blooms, all you would need extra would be the polycrylic and some Floetrol and white house paint. Or as you can see here, I'm about to use regular acrylic paint for the pillow part. I call it a base now. I don't even call it a pillow anymore. So now we got our puddles. I'm going to put my cell activator on there, which is the violet, which is very runny for a bloom, but it will work. It should be a little bit more thicker than this, like the colors, but it's not, and I'm not going to worry about it because it's going to work either way. Whether it sinks under the colors, I actually like when it sinks under the colors. I feel like it works better. And I'm going to torch quick and we're going to blow them out. Okay. Let me just get out a pair of gloves and we'll go for it. It really doesn't matter where you start with the blowing. You could go this way to that way, up and down, left to right, side to side. All right, here we go. Make sure my hair doesn't fall down. I do one way, spin the canvas, and then do the other way. So every time I do this, I feel like I'm spitting. Don't test it for DNA. All right. You just make sure that you guys are in view. Getting a little dizzy there. Woo! No, I got paint on my boobs. What else is new? Right now, if you have any areas like that you want to fine tune, you can get a little straw. This is a metal straw that I have. And you can just get those little areas. You can use your airbrush if you have one. Like right here. Like so. And I think we should be good. Okay. So now, too stretchy. As much as I hate to, because it looks so pretty, but you have to. Stretch it a little bit. I'm going to go nice and slow and watch where my design is going. I have to come off of this edge over here. I know that. Just giving it a second to come back up on me here. Or come back up for me, I should say. When you blow the paint like that, it sinks down to the canvas, so you have to give it a second. It's going a little fast there. I just love this color combo. And a lot of the fancy effects you can't see until I bring the camera down here. But that violet is veining through. So pretty. And I think I'm going to leave it just like that, because we have the nice two edges that I can just use a little extra magenta on right here. I'm going to leave it just like that. So now I'll just pour a little bit on the corners here. It's a nice, bright, cheery landscape there, or whatever you want to call it. You can even try to fix this little area, that little blob. Okay. So let me give you a close-up. Shut the light off so hopefully you can see the lacing. This is going to look absolutely gorgeous with resin on it. It's just so different, and this is exactly what the other one did. Except with that one, I made a mistake and I used house paint for the white. So it did this thing called Focculation. If you've never heard of Focculation, Focculation is a fun word to say. I don't know why. Anyway, if you've never heard of that, it's when the pigments break up and they look chalky almost. So this is the one that I had done last night. I used way too much of the dark green. As you can see, it took over. But let me see. So this is Focculation. See how it looks chalky, and it's right in here. Where's my finger? Right in here. It looks like the pigment has broken up a little bit. Now, granted, it'll still be a beautiful painting once you put the resin on it. That's no reason to throw a painting out. But the house paint did not do well with that. So you can see it a little bit there too. So that was the other one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you're interested in ordering the primary elements, I do have a code below for 20% off. And the link there to the store. If you're looking for a fun Facebook group to join, head over to Facebook and look for United We Pour with Tammy and Lisa, or the link is in the description also. You can post your paintings there, ask for help. The members are so helpful, and it's just such a good lot of people in there. They're very helpful. And any other products that you may need, you can go through my Amazon shop. There's links to multiple things there. Paint products, cups, stirrers, anything like that. I want to most importantly just say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. And until next time, my friends, happy pouring.